Introducing Tony Hancock, Kenneth Williams and Sid James in The Invasion of the Bedbugs. Have you read this rubbish in the East Cheam Times, Sid? Absolute poppycock. Bedbugs in Surrey, not a chance. There are no bedbugs south of the Tory Blue Wall. What about posh kids? They're lousy with nits, ain't they? Only the ones who go to state schools, Sid. But that's because they're rubbing shoulders with the working classes. It's these modern schools, 50 to a classroom. That's what does it. That's socialism for you. I don't know, Hancock. I had nits when I was a nipper. I hope you haven't got them any more. I don't want to keep washing me antimacassars after you put your Brill cream bonds on them and watch a load of nits hanging onto your hair for dear life as they're flushed down the plug hole. Yeah, very funny, but you might have noticed I ain't got much hair, Hancock. Stating the obvious, Sid, old chap. It's because the nits have eaten it all, and now there's nothing much for the little perishers to grab hold of, is there? So in that case, it's time for my annual inspection of 23 railway cuttings. Annual inspection, you say? When was the last time you did it, then? Now, let me see. In 1980, if I remember right, it was hot. Loads of flies. Horrible it was. So, 1980 was the last one, was it? Then it's not an annual inspection, is it? Stop nitpicking, Sid. I've had enough of this sort of talk. It's making me itchy. I'm going down the pub. Well, if you're catching the bus, Sid, make sure it's the only thing you catch. I bet the public bowl of the East Cheam Arms is positively even with the little critters. Right, good. He's out of the way. To be on the safe side, I better have a quick look at his bed. There's a first time for everything. Where's me COVID World War II gas mask? Come to think of it, he probably hides his money under the mattress, like Nigel Farage. Time to get some of me back rent.
Good evening, I'm Peter Pettery, the pest man.
Yes, you look a bit of a pest.
No, I'm called that because I deal with all sorts of pest infestations.
Well, you won't find any around here, mate. I run a clean house. No dossers, apart from Sid James, that is.
I've got an eye for filth. It looks ideal for pests to me. It looks a bit of a dump. Bedbugs like a mess.
Take that back, or you'll get a punch up the old bracket. Second thoughts, clear off or I'll call the police.
I wouldn't bother if I were you. The police have got bedbugs. I was round there earlier.
The thin blue line does not have bedbugs. Take that back. You're not a communist, are you? One of those eco-warriors?
Oh, I'm just saying they're not the thin blue line anymore. They're the wiggly red-brown line now.
Never heard the like of it. Attacking Surrey and now the police. The bastions of conservatism. I can understand bedbugs on the left bank in Paris, but I'm not having it said about Cheam. Did you have a good night down the pub, Sid? Not bad. I bet you didn't see any bedbugs. Not here at East Cheam anyway. Laugh? Nah, of course not. And I suppose you had a peaceful night in bed, didn't you? You were very quiet. Yeah, I slept like a log, Hancock. A log, eh? Bedbugs don't like logs, do they? Not that I've heard, Hancock. Having said that, I thought I heard you scratching about 3 o'clock in the morning, Sid. Come to think of it, I thought I heard you scratching about at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've got bedbugs! Look here, Hancock. I found this insecticide spray in the garage. Give it a go if you like. Why not? Yes, bring out the heavy artillery. What a good idea. Splash it all over, Henry. There you are then. Take that, you little biters. Ha 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 ha. Don't like it when we fight back, do you? There. And there, take that. Well done, Sid. That should do the trick. What insecticide is it, by the way? There's no insecticide in it, just water. I was washing it out. We haven't got any insecticide. Stone me, thanks a million, Sid. I've just washed some bedbugs, have I? Look, here it is, the card that Peter Pessery, the pest man, left on the doormat. Sid, I'll give him a ring. OK, what do you want me to do? Walk around with your trousers off to distract all the bedbugs so they jump on you and don't bite me while I'm ringing. Look like meat, fresh to the counter. Hang on a minute, I'll ring Peter Pessery. Well, that's it, I bagsied that job first. Ah, hello, is that Mr. Pessery? Well, you remember me at number 23 Railway Cuttings, Hancock. Could you come round? I think we've got bedbugs, would you believe?
I'm not going to say there you are, I told you so.
You just did.
I'm not one to rub it in, but it's your own fault.
There you go again, you're rubbing it in. To cut to the chase, Pete, how long would it take to get rid of all these bedbugs, and how much would it cost?
Let me see. Oh, it just depends.
Depends on what?
It depends on whether they want to go away or not, doesn't it?
Of course they flaming don't want to go away. They're enjoying a good feed on our blood. Just kill 'em, I don't care how.
No, I don't work like that.
Well, how do you work then?
I don't like killing animals. I like talking to them and then reasoning with them.
How can you reason with a bedbug? Give them a few puffs of Roundup from the old pump, let the spray do the talking.
I won't do that. I'm not some kind of louse, you know. All life is sacred. This is the bedbug's home as well, you know.
What about our sacred lives? My legs are purple with red spots.
No, it suits you.
And this is my home, not theirs. Tell them to go and doss in someone else's mattress.
Do you want my help or not?
Well, now you're here, you might as well. How much do you cost, by the way?
It don't come cheap. £50.
That's not too bad. So you'll sort out the bedbugs for 50 nicker, will you?
No, £50 an hour. I'm not cheap, but I'm ethical, and ethics don't come cheap, do they? As you might have noticed in your life.
I can't say I have. Well, as long as you get the bedbugs out by tomorrow, we've got the readies for you, Mr. Pessery.
I think you're being a bit optimistic, because they'll have to find somewhere else to go, won't they?
Look here, are you a pest controller or running an accommodation agency for insects?
In order to understand them, you have to realise bedbugs are our friends. They're just like us.
They may be your friends, mate, but they're not ours. And I have no intention of having any bedbugs as lodgers. It's bad enough having Sid here.
You are difficult customers, aren't you? I better tell you the truth. What you've got aren't ordinary bedbugs. They're giant bedbugs.
Well, they're not. They seem quite small to me. Small but itchy little blighters.
No, the ones you've got at the moment are in the juvenile stage. They haven't finished growing. Look, they're all around.
Crikey, so how big do they get?
According to the Russians, they can get as big as dinner plates after a good meal of blood.
A dinner plate full of blood? That's very nearly an armful. What's he got to do with the Russians?
Well, you know COVID was created by the Chinese in Wuhan using bats, don't you?
Well, yes, if you say so.
Apparently, these giant bedbugs were created by the Russians in St. Petersburg. I mean St. Petersburg.
So how did they get to East Cheam?
Have you had any letters from Russia recently?
As it happens, I had some fan mail from a very beautiful Russian lady. You didn't tell me about her, Hancock. Keeping her to yourself, were you, you old dog? Yes, and I'm not likely to tell you about any birds that are interested in me in case you try and nick them.
You've been taken for a ride. That's how they do it. The real reason for sending you the letter was that they contain bedbug eggs.
Look, Hancock, you've been bugged. This is getting personal. We've got to stop them spreading, or it will be the end of Western democracy and 23 railway cuttings.
Your only chance is to try one of my old remedies.
Yes, go on, we'll try anything at all.
Well, for a start, they don't like the smell of burning mattresses, so you could set light to yours.
What, outside the house?
No, inside, of course, otherwise they won't smell it, will they?
Oh, that won't do. What else have you got?
All right, then. The French stuff their mattresses with garlic.
Not a chance. I can't stand garlic. Filthy stuff.
All right, this is a really old one. It works every time. Put out 2 slices of bread, covered with glue or turpentine, and surround them with lit candles.
That sounds like another good way to burn the house down.
Well, as a last resort, you can fill the house with laughter. The bedbugs ain't it? They're miserable buggers, they are.
Bad luck, Hancock. There's no laughter in here, is there? No laughter? Of course there is. I'm a stand-up flaming comedian, don't forget.
Are you? I'd never have guessed. Well, start telling some jokes then.
I don't want any publicity. You get too many begging letters. If they're anything like the ones I send, I don't want to know. Ha, ha. Try this one then. An Englishman, an Irishman and a Scotsman. Ha, 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 ha. I don't think I can laugh any more, Hancock. Hang on. The bedbugs are gone.
Yes, even the bedbugs can't stand your jokes, Mr. Hancock. You see, it works. That would be 350 quid then.
You're joking, aren't you?